Hey there, welcome back, Internet people, to another Darwyn Cooke video. So this time we're just going to be talking about some of the more rare things that I have. I'm missing still three books, and I'll maybe talk about those at the end. But I'm going to show you and share with you today a few more books, and I might have shared these in other videos, but this is just what I chose to talk about today. Comics Festival 2005 2007. These are just these great. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how cameras work. Jam covers that he did for Free Comic Book Day. Really cool. Kind of hard to find. Don't see them a lot, but if you do, grab them because Free Comic Book Day books tend to get a little beat up. So grab them. This one's pretty cool. And oh, by the way, on those comic festivals, I have no idea what print runs are. No clue. I don't know that there really is any way to know. So I don't know. This is pretty cool. This is one of the only Darwyn variants for his Before Watchmen series. He did this great dollar bill variant for the one shot that was done by Ween and Rude. Let me find and I'm gonna go slow here, guys, because I don't feel like being rushed, and I'm not in a hurry. And if you're watching this, you're interested in the information, so just hang in there with me. Uh, Dollar bill, yeah. So 42,000 print run. This is a 1 in 25. You're looking at there may be 10,000 of these out there, so there's quite a few. Not rare, but I don't know. You just don't really ever happen to see it. So pick it up. It's a great Darwyn cover. All-time favorite. I always bring this one out. Painkiller Jane. I'm not sure I'm gonna find the number on this one very easily either. But I mean, that's just king hell awesome. This one has really gone through the roof lately. This is a variant cover. There's another one. That's a little nicer right there. There's another one that's an Allred cover, but really great Mad Men, number 14. So definitely, if you find this one for less than 60, you're doing good. Here's one my buddy James has, a nice CGC SS 9.6, I think of, but this great, you know, it's just a great recreation of a classic Flash cover, as only Darwyn can. That one I got at about, I think there's about 5,600 of those out there, maybe. The permit on that was 56,000, and they're 1 in 10 DC 75 year variant, 75 years variant. Here's one, again, it's not rare so much as it is just unavailable. This is the Batman Beyond #1, done by Darwyn. Really, really difficult to find one of these, usually pricey. But I love that with the moon in the background. There seems to be an eyeball floating. I don't know what's going on in this cover. It's awesome. That's a great one, and also kind of a pricey one when you do run across it. Let me see if I can find that one real quick for you. Again, I'm not in a big hurry here. There it is. That one's tracks in at about 35.88. It looks like that was a 1 in 10 on a 3,600 or so print run. Here is another classic. This one kind of jumped when the TV show got made. iZombie by Dar. Really, I don't know, really cool. Variant cover for #1. Classic. When he got dark, he got dark. I love it. Really cool. Okay, and then he did all these Justice League Gods and Monsters books. J.M. DeMatteis and Bruce Timm did all these. Here's the Darwyn Batman cover. This one there's more of than the others, but that one again is pretty dark and cool. Here's just the regular Gods and Monsters #1 variant. Yeah, I'll figure this camera out yet. Here's the Superman, as I call him, Superman, Gods and Monsters, and then this is a great one. This is the Wonder Woman. So they basically did a Trinity thing, and they did all three of the big characters, but that one I think is exceptional. Which brings us to What the Fox Say. Fox, #1. Pretty cool book. I love. He didn't do animals a lot, but boy, guy could draw anything, right? That's just a great cover. Haspiel did one of these, and so did Alex Toth, and there's a bunch of these. But since they're kids' books, sometimes those are a little harder to find in grade. Here's an all-time favorite of mine. I'm going to say that a lot. Sorry, not sorry. The Jonah Hex 50B Fire. Unbelievable. Look at that. And all the creators' names are on the reward posters. I can maybe show you if it'll. Yeah, Smiley Gray. Palmiotti's in there somewhere. But yeah, really dope. And that brings us to one of the big boy books. There are about 1,200 of these out there, maybe 30,000 print run. This was, let's see, we got this at a 1 in 25 on the ratio, but nobody was ordering 25 copies of Starfire #3, but that is just incredible. I think great cover. That's a PGX. Get at me. I don't care. I got one. It's a 9.8. So that's what I got. Here is this is one I got just recently. That was a big addition, and this is where things start to get a lot more rare. There's probably around 500 of these out there. There's also a European sketch variant of these that I want to try to track down for this one, and the what's the lady's name? Silk Spectre. So there's that Jim Lee, but Darwyn's name, it's right there. His name is published on it, so therefore I have to have it. Now we get into something that's a little funky, and it's The Last Resort, which was not a very popular series, but Darwyn did all these really cool Virgin variants. So I'm just going to go through them. That's issue 1. Actually, you know what? Let's just go through them now. We're going to go out of order. So on these, I feel like there's about 3 to maybe 300 of these a piece. This is, I think, issue 2 or 3. That one's dark, man. See that guy's freaking head is holding a margarita, and then I don't know what's happening there, but that's obviously his ass sticking out. Crazy dark weirdness. I love it. This one's pretty good. She's clearly bathed in blood, and the dog's got a femur there, and there's a helicopter coming, so better hope somebody kills this woman before the helicopter gets there, because she's gonna take it out. And then this is issue 2, so this is one of the more rare ones, but yeah, I am missing one of those virgins, but all in good time. Here's Rocketeer and Spirit Pulp Friction. This is a convention edition. There were 400 of these printed. Not always do we get to know what print runs are, but the back cover of this, let me just show it to you real quick, because Dar did the whole thing. It's a wrap around. So there's your front cover, as I said, and then there's the back. So there's the Spirit and Betty, and then here's Rocketeer and the Spirit's girl. I can't remember her name, but there you go. That's a kind of a cool book. That one wasn't expensive and shouldn't be hard to run down. I know when I got mine, I think I paid $12 for it. It's nothing. For a 400 print run book, kind of cool. Here's your portfolio of words and pictures for Parker. This is volume 2. These were 1 in 5 with a pre-order of the hardback. So if you ordered 5 of the hardbacks, you got one of these. And however many divided by 5 is how many you got. So original print run was 1,600, so I figure there's around 300 of these out there. Volume 2. Volume 1's a little more rare. There were only 1,400 of the original printed, and so that puts this one a little under. No, other way. Backwards. A little under. But these are great and hard to find. There's also a variant of this that comes with a sketch that I'll eventually get one of. So that's cool. Those are 1 in 25. So that one is actually, I think, maybe the rarest of his stuff. There should be about 50 copies of those out there. So 50 is a tiny little number. Here's my baby now. Twilight Children 1B. I was told by the editor, Shelley Bond, that they printed 200 of these for the New York Comic Con, and these are difficult to find. This is the only one that's been graded by CGC or anybody else. So it's the only graded copy, which makes it a one of a kind. So you can guffaw at my 9.2, and you can see it's got some problems along the spine and stuff, but it's my Twilight Children. Here's Abaddon. Now this was a Kickstarter. They only made 150 of these. I think that's right. I can't find my information. 150. This one's actually, these are signed as well. This was a Kickstarter reward for anybody who backed the project to a certain amount. Just an incredible image. People hanging at the top, big giant gun on the wall, cards, dice, woman in a mustache. I don't know what's going on. I should probably read this at some point. Cool stuff. Oh, and it's even got the little cool little paper films. Oh, see you later. Pretty cool. And finally, just came in today. I'll tell you this quick story. I ordered, there was an eBay listing for this book. I've been searching for it for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Came up on eBay, and I started the bidding. I reached out to the seller. I'm like, are you surprised at the amount of interest in this? And he was like, yeah, I thought it was rare because I couldn't find anything about it. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So this is Create Your Own Heroes number 7C, which was a 1 in 10 of a book that had an original order of 3,200, which puts it at maybe there are 100 of them out there, maybe. And some of you I've seen some people that actually have this book. Not too many do, but there it is. It looks a little bit like just a convention sketch Darwyn might have done, frankly, but the more you look at it, the more gorgeous it becomes. This is probably a 9.2. I haven't really fully graded it yet, but boy, oh boy, this puts me down to, I need 3 more covers, original covers that he did, and those are, in order, Invincible Returns number 1. So you're dealing with Invincible fans, Kirkman fans, Otley fans, and Darwyn fans, all of those fan bases are capable of anything. So, and that one isn't rare. It's just unavailable. That one, there should be, I figure, about 3,000 copies of that Darwyn Cooke 1 in 10 Invincible Returns out there. But the last one I saw, I think, was a graded 9.2 or something, went for $1,300. So, not cheap. And again, a lot of different fan bases. Die Kitty Die number 1, which I figure there's probably about 100 of those, according to Callum Johnson, from Chapter House Comics. That's a great cover. It's on the hardback, so I can get the art, but I want the comic because I collect comics. And then the last one is the Grimoire number 4B, and according to the publisher of Speakeasy Comics, Adam Fortier, they printed 100 copies of Darwyn's book for that one. So that's a crazy cover with a really cool, like, goggle-wearing raccoon and a girl with a case of money on a magic carpet. I mean, it's just like bonkers cover. It's great. So that's where I'm at. I need 3 to go. 3 to go. And I will have every piece of published comic art that Darwyn ever made. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And once again, if you've watched all the way to the end of this video, there's something wrong with you, just like me.